How's it going, guys? Patrick, Queen's Gambit, and we've just had our 100th war win. For a celebration video for our 100th win, thought we'd do a bit of a showcase. So we're going to show off all our attacks that got a 3-star. And also to mix it up a little bit, I'm sure you guys are sick of my voice, so I'm going to hand over to Zave and Nick, who will cover off a third of attacks each, and I'll do a last third. So with that said, take it away, Zave.
Hey guys, Zave here from Queen's Gambit. I'll be bringing you the next 5 attacks as part of our 100 Warwin YouTube clip. Alright, the first attack we've got here is our top Town Hall 9, Brickashaw. Now what's he bringing in? A Golar Balloon. So he's bringing in a couple of golems. So you can see that the entry point that he's coming in on, he's going to be coming down with his kill squad, taking out the 2 air defences down there along with the Queen. Yeah, not a good location for those air defences. He's identified a weakness there, put the jump down. All he has to do is take care of this dragon, sort that out. His queen will come through, slaughter that dragon, no problem. Here she comes, check it out, level 30 queen, man, she is a beast. Loving it. So, doing well so far. I think it's almost time to put down those hounds. So once these two go down, hopefully the queen takes that jump and goes further into the base. Loons are coming in now, just deploying them in the surgical sort of fashion, two loons or 1 loon per defense. And he's got to drop down a rage. So awesome raid so far. Hounds are popped as well into the pups, which that's exactly what you want. Now look at this, man. Queen's still up, and he's wrecked it so far. Only like just a minute or so into the raid, and you can already tell that it's pretty much over. Rage goes down, so that was a good spot to do it. So it means those balloons come across a lot quicker. Look at that, probably a dozen loons still up. Queen's up, right, wrecked. Awesome attack, Brick. I think we'll probably fast forward this a little bit now. He's getting towards a bit of the cleanup. So yeah, it was a good start. It was always good to take down one of their top Town Hall 9s, especially in the fashion that he did it. Queen's still up, beating on the walls. Look at her. Good attack, man. Okay, so the next attack we'll go down to is Nick. Nick's been with Queen's Gambit, I'll probably say maybe a couple of months or so. He's been a really good addition to our clan. Super solid attacker. Yeah, he pretty much comes in with his 15 heroes and wrecks any base within Town Hall 9 spectrum. So yeah, it's good stuff, man. What's he coming in with here? Pretty much the same thing that Brick's done, which is a shattered loon, putting the jump down. So what he's trying to do in this is get down to those air defences. You can see them there in the same pocket. Gets down there, takes those out along with the queen. He's pretty much crippled this base. So we'll just come in and see what his queen's doing. Just needs that queen to come down. I don't know, man. I think that queen, sometimes she's allergic to the jump spell. She'll just do whatever the hell she wants. There she is. Nice one. Just going in. Rage aggro on the queen. King. Now, that's a real good part of the raid. See where he puts down the hound. So that hound comes right across, soaking up all of those air defences, all of the traps. Nice rage down there too. You can see what I like with Nick's attacks. He's really efficient on those troops. So he's only dropping 1 or 2 loons per defence and not spamming them. That's the best way in a clockwise fashion. Check this out, guys. Sneaky little balloon up there on that wizard tower. That's perfect, eh? So I mean that means that wizard tower is going to be focusing on those 2 loons instead of that big clump of loons there, so avoids all that splash damage. Fast forward now, awesome attack, Nick. Really like that one, mate. Next one, where we go down to Buckwild Trooper. This is a good one. Look at the time on this. When does he start? I think it's like 2 minutes 7 seconds. And he completely smashes this base. It's a medium sort of leveled base, but he's just straight in there, dropping down the queen. You've got the golems out there, and that's a perfect spot for those golems. Those golems are tanking for all those defences out the front. It pretty much means the minimal whizzies that you do bring, they're going to still be up, and they're going to be able to go and take out those defences. Also protecting your royals. Dropping the king down nice and late. That was good. Made a perfect funnel, so he had only one way to go in, and he is targeting the queen. Look at that, aggroed right in there. Awesome work. Queen's still up, doing some damage. Targeted surgical hogs now, so he's just dropping a giant where he needs, where there's quite a lot of point defense. So yeah, a few hogs coming in from the top. All he's got to do is just place down some heals now. Heal right through the base. Another one, so up the top you'll see this is really good. Triggering this double giant bomb set right at the top. There you go. Yeah, there you go. One at a time. Bang, bang. That is the way, man. That is the direction that you want to take those giant bombs on. Man, look at this. Clean up time already. And even sending in a sneaky goblin up the top. They're actually really good troops, for cleaning up collectors and storages around the outside. They're definitely the highest HP for their unit. Okay, so next attack we have coming up is, I think we'll go down to another one from Nick. Now, this is a cool attack as well. Check out this base, man. Air defenses, crossbows, queen, everything in the core. Yep, all you have to do is just get in there and Valks. He's bringing 12 Valks. Once they get into that core, man, they're going to rip shit up. So Nick's putting down the poison spell there, trying to get rid of those troops. I think this sort of tactic, you just got to be careful that you don't lose too much time. Those high HP troops that you get in these days in the clan castle, like your dragons, which really piss me off. If you lose 20 seconds, that could be the difference between a 1-star and a 3-star raids. But Nick demolished this base anyway, so it doesn't matter on this occasion. Now check this out, guys. Nick just drops one single hog here. It's going to take down that archer tower and proceed over to that whiz tower. I like that touch. You've got to be looking out for those little things in your raids where you can just improve on. That'll go towards that 3-star. So that meant that when he's sending in those Valks, and they're just going. They've got nowhere to go apart from into the core over the jump. And they can tank through anything. You put your heels down, they'll go straight through those giant bombs, no problem. Look at this, already sending in some of the loons. So you see on this, there's quite a lot of defences around, so he's just sort of targeting those towers first. So they're the priority. You don't really want to worry too much about those cannons. They can't do anything unless they're shooting on your troops on the core. But yeah, those towers are your priority, especially with these air attacks. Look at this, man. How many? He's pretty much just up to the cleanup now, and count the amount of troops that he's got. Oh, he smashed this one, and annihilated it. Bloody good attack, 6 stars from Nick from that war. Yeah, so Nick's on a bit of a roll at the moment, So he's consistently getting 5, 6 stars in a war. So it's good, You know what you're going to get with him. It's the consistent good attacks. Right, we'll go down and check out some of our Town Hall 8 action. We're pretty lucky in Queen's Gambit, We've got some bloody fantastic Town Hall 8 attackers. They're not just doing your mass dragon sort of shit attacks. They're coming in with, custom attacks, which are going to see them right once they hit Town Hall 9. This base that Lucky's attacking now, the guy Gordat from Tonight We War, after that war, he actually ended up joining Queen's Gambit. So we noticed that he had left, so we thought, yep, we'll send him an invite. He accepted that, so yeah, it's pretty cool. Now he's a member of Queen's Gambit. Anyway, back to Lucky's attack. So you can see his barber's gone a bit loco around the outside. I don't know if that was intentional or not. It worked out alright for this attack. You see that quite a bit, the heroes going AWOL. Hogs coming in up the top. surgical deployment. And check this, I really like this. Hey, what he does, just holds off a little bit, puts down the spell, healing them back up. And also, so he's covering all of those defenses, plus that little potential giant bomb spot there that he just sort of ran over. Nothing was there, but you know, you never know. This was just an initial attack. He's still got the plenty of troops up, coming down now. Barber's coming around the top still. Cool. Hogs coming down to the last defences. Giant bomb going off there. Lucky as Hogs had enough health left in them to pull through that. So as you can look at this, Barber's coming down. This base completely wrecked. Just clean up now. We'll fast forward this. Bloody good attack, Lucky. Enjoyed that one, mate. Alright guys, so that was the attacks that I wanted to bring you. All 5 of them, as you agree, quality attacks. This war, I'll tell you, it was a bloody good war to be in. Really enjoyable. Guys at Queen's Gambit brought out all of the good attacks. Fortunately, my ones were a bit shit, so you're not going to see them on this video. But I'd like to thank Pat for recording this, and I'll see you next time, guys.
What's up, guys? This is Nick from Queen's Gambit. Just want to start off by saying a little shout out to Patrick there for some awesome recording skills, starting it upside down. Thank you for recording for me, man, since I couldn't. I'm going to be going over a few attacks, narrating, commentating, whatever you want to call it. The first attack we're going to look at is number 8 by Buck Wild Trooper, which he's a pretty new member, so this actually might have been his first war. So awesome seeing him already 3-starring. Looks like he's going to do a pretty classic holo on this base, starting off with some loons around the outside, picking off those defenses that the air defenses can't reach, and then going to pull that CC lure with the balloon, and then the hog to finish off the lure. Got the balloons out of there, and notice that he did the full CC lure, and he's going to bring the witches and all that good stuff to kill the CC. Kind of a classic CC kill, which you're going to see is pretty common in, I think, just about every single attack that I'm covering. I think we did that, so kind of interesting there. Drop a golem there on the around 8 o'clock, 7:30ish, and drop the jump. He's going to go just straight cold-blooded and just the king. Kind of separated the king and queen there, which really worked out for him. The king is already locked onto the queen. He's going to start sending the hogs in. He's kind of doing a surgical deployment, but no giants or anything. You don't really need the giants because those point defenses are so deep in there. So good recognition there that you don't need the giants. And good deployment on the hogs as well, and heal placement so far. Yeah, all the heal placements have been good, and you can already see how destroyed this base is getting. He probably already, yeah, he still has like 20 hogs up, and there's like a mortar left. So this is obviously a 3-star on a pretty high defense base, so that's awesome to see a new guy wrecking a base like this. He's still got witches up. He's still got both of his witches up, bunch of wizards up, and a ton of hogs. So that's awesome to see. Good attack, Buck Wild. Next one we're going to look at is number 12, I believe. Yeah, no, 11. Gandalf is going to get wrecked by Heine NZ here. Ooh, and Patrick's storage is almost full, so that's a bummer. But hopefully he'll get that all sorted out. So we got the CC lure with 3 hogs to that top cannon. I was kind of surprised there was no Teslas in that top compartment. I was expecting 1 or 2 Teslas up there, but there weren't, so that was awesome. Bringing them down to the bottom with a giant, and has some archers, witches, wizards down there, and a giant bomb in a random spot, another giant bomb in a random spot, taking out 2 wizards, but luckily he didn't just spam all of his stuff in there, so it's not like it took out a bunch of troops, just 2 wizards total. So interesting bomb placement, but no comment on that, I guess. Luckily he almost anticipated how bad this guy's base was going to be, so he saved a few wizards in the bank just in case some more bombs going off in ridiculous places, but whatever. Drops the king nice and late, so those Teslas, all those defenses are still targeting the golems. That's awesome, because you can see that was a pretty long distance to the queen from where he entered, so that's awesome that he got all the way in there and easily took out the queen. So awesome deployment of everything leading up to this point. And the hogs coming in, a 2-finger drop from the bottom left, and they're just going to work through this base. I mean, look how many hogs he has and how much defenses he can cover with the heals. That was a perfect first heal, covered that first giant bomb. A little bit of pathing difficulties on that left cannon, but not too bad. But he did have a few hogs on this right cannon to force the hogs to continue to funnel in where he wanted them to go. Another perfect heal for that bomb. And if you see here, he did not need that poison. He didn't need it at all. So we're just going to go ahead and call that a swag poison, even though it technically wasn't. But close enough. But with 20 hogs left for cleanup and witches and wizards still up, he's obviously going to get the cleanup. So awesome attack there. Heine, New Zealand. Next attack we're going to look at here is Inferno on number 16. And once again, it's an easy CC lure, so why not take advantage of that? And that's exactly what Inferno does. He starts off, drops a single hog down there on that cannon, and starts to get the CC lure, but a bunch of archers come out, so he has to send in one more hog to finish off the lure. The dragon comes out, and he knows he's got it. He's going to bring him over here to the right corner. See, as I was saying, guys, I mean, we lured on almost every attack. It was insane. But whenever you can control a CC kill and you're not that worried about time, why not have a nice controlled CC kill off on the corner? It's just so much more predictable. Good timing on the golem there, because the CC is pretty much down. Don't want the archer tower to lock on to the wizards or anything like that, so good timing on the golem. You got 2 golems, one up top and one on the right side there, and then some nice wall breakers avoiding the splash damage. That was good. He did send in the king a bit too early for my liking. I wish he'd send the king in right about now. I think that would have been better overall, because the king is getting hit by quite a few. I think just the queen maybe, but losing a lot of health. Send in the hogs from the top. Decent first heal. Probably could have been a little bit deeper, because he ends up kind of just wasting those top hogs. They kind of path into the Expo and Teslas and just kind of... Oh, and a giant bomb up there. But then a huge group of hogs there on the left on that wizard tower working their way down. And so he's obviously going to just focus on those hogs now, because that's where 90% of them ended up. Good last heal placement there. Nice poison on the skeletons. And as you can see, those top Teslas and Expo are still locked on to one of those golems, it looks like. And somehow the king stays up, which was pretty amazing to me. The queen stayed up easily, so that was awesome as well. And he's got plenty of cleanup troops to work around the base. So nice attack, Inferno. And next attack we're going to look at is on number 19 by Lando, or should I say Clando, because I'm pretty sure Clam did this attack. And once again, CC lure and drag him over to the corner. And as you just pay attention to how well this CC kill went for Clando here, just take note of how perfect it is, because he didn't lose a single wizard or witch. Nothing hit his queen. It was just perfect, right? So just take note of that and try to replicate that with every attack. That was just awesome. And a really nice late king there. That was awesome. And I like the extra wizard there at the top to create even more of a funnel, an even wider funnel after his initial funnel was started. I was a little worried that maybe since the queen was starting to lock onto some skellies up there at the top, that the king wouldn't aggro onto her. But it ends up working out okay. Right here, the king locks onto the queen any second. There it goes, after he got that Expo down. And Chris Brownser, in case you guys haven't watched Clash with Ed, that's what he says whenever the Barbarian King takes out the queen. He says the queen got Chris Browned, like Rihanna did. It's a terrible joke, but it's hilarious. But huge group of hogs, 2-finger drop from the bottom, working in. He's got 3 heels to work with, so kind of being kind of liberal with the heels, but good placement nonetheless. Huge groups there. Kind of that giant bomb at the bottom. Thank you very much, Patrick, for another great recording of your battery. That was awesome. Thank you. So that last heel was absolute garbage. I mean, it wasn't completely useless, but it could have been a lot better. But luckily, it still works out because it was a good plan, and even a wonky last heel like that wasn't enough to screw it up. He still got the golem tanking. Oh, and look at that clutch poison in the middle. That was a very good adjustment on the fly there, Clando, taking out those air skeletons with the poison. I really like that touch. That's what great attackers do. So nice adjustment on the fly. And now Pat is looking at his piece of paper, trying to find out which last base. Here we go. It's going to be on number 20 by none other than Clando once again. And now remember how good that last CC kill was by Clando? Now check this one out, okay? Check this out. He's got the witches, he's got the queen over there, and now he doesn't have 2 witches, and the wizard went down that he dropped. Oh, and now the queen's down. Oh, and now the the witch, sorry, went down, not the queen. But the queen got targeted, had to use the ability there at the start. So not good. And then, look at this, and the queen gets targeted by the archer tower. So, yeah, not good. Not a good opener. Coming from a great opener to a bad one. But it still worked out. So, I guess I can't complain that bad. But it was pretty funny how bad that CC kill went. I laughed. So he's already got the queen down, and the Teslas are locked onto a golem over there. The king's going to start taking out a few defenses, triggering a few bombs with the barbarians and the golems, and then sending in the hogs from the bottom right. Nice poison on those skeletons. Got a big group of hogs. There's no need to go surgical when the defenses are this compact and there's no double giant bomb spots. So this is good base recognition, good attack. I'm getting whispered. Nice heal there because he knows that there's probably going to be a giant bomb right there, which there was. That was awesome. Ooh, and that storage comes back. Bat with the recording skills, and a good last heal there. He's got plenty of hogs left, and that was another thing that we were pretty consistent with in all of the attacks that I covered, at least. I mean, we just have boatloads of hogs left over. It was pretty crazy. So awesome attack. Still got some wizards up working on a wall, and all those hogs are gonna finish up cleaning the base, and that'll do it for all the bases that I'm gonna commentate over. Awesome war, guys. Awesome 100th win, and here's to the next 100.
And it's back to me. I'll be kicking off with our top 10 or 9 attack, which is done by Brick on your number 6. So what you have is an old school anti-freestar base. There are a lot of double jump bomb spots. I can count about 8 just looking at it. And the queen is centered. But it doesn't have that sort of lack of symmetry that the new anti-freestar bases have. And also they usually have a queen on a different angle to your air defenses. So she's kind of in the path next to 2 air defenses. Brick exploits that with a Shattered Lalunian. Or is it Shattered or is it Cold Blood? Let's see. I think he's just got 1 golem, hasn't he? This build's going in there with 1 golem. Maybe he's only targeting 1 air defense plus a sweeper. I suppose he's got real high level heroes. He's got a max queen for Town Hall 9, so it could be part of it. Rage is down. I suspect the golem is long gone as well, with all that stuff on him, plus a queen and the king as well. He'll be hoping, oh come on queen, target the bloody dragon. Dragon's gone down even though queen was working on a TE store. Oh well, Brick's not faffing around, he's got his Lalunian part of attack down already. Nice use of a haste there. Quite a lot of distance for his loons to travel. And the hound just busted. So that haste was ace. It was really nicely done. Moving in the clockwise motion from a 6 o'clock position. sprinkling his lava hounds down. Yeah, that's going to be a really nice rage at one. Look how many loons he's got in there. And he'll sort of path across the second layer right into air defense. Oh, good work. That is a nice rage. And yeah, we'll be hoping he has one hound up still. Last hound's down as well. Look at that, he took 4 hounds and he went down pretty quickly. Wizard Tower took out a lot. Crossbows I always find quite hard as well in these Lalunian raids. I think 2 loons on a crossbow isn't enough to take it out in 1 drop. Also does quite a lot of damage. Oh, it does the same damage as an archer tower or a cannon, what am I saying? So yeah, I mean, he's got a great spread on his pups. Like, everything on the south's been taken out. He must have put a wizard down early for cleanup. Wizard's been working hard. He's taken out all the south stuff. And everything else is where he needs it. Like, look at all the pups. I mean, all the pups on the high HP storage, and the loons sort of pathing around anti-clockwise while the pups go clockwise. A few pups on the west. It is going to be a good cleanup, you can see. So there we go, good work, Brick. I think Brick has a 6-star war as well. Yeah, look at that, took out the top town all 9s. What have we got, number 9? Oh, this is an attack of mine. Okay. So, so you look at the base and you think, oh, fuck, another 7 teaser, what the hell. So my thoughts on this were that if Brimstone is a common attack at Town Hall 10 and it's quite overpowered, if it works at Town Hall 10 it should work really easily at Town Hall 9 since we don't have extra crossbow, don't have a higher DPS, don't have Infernos. So I did like a Brimstone type thing, except I only used 4 golems and hogs on the back end. Kind of like how you see some Acclams attacks at Town Hall 10. So let's let it go. Minion on the top just to test for Tesla spots. There's no Teslas and no squares. And I accidentally pulled a clan castle when I didn't want to. But that's okay. 2 golems down first. Tanking a bit of damage while I make my funnel of my wizards. And the final 2 golems are down now. Clan castle drawn slightly earlier than I wanted, but that's good because I can actually just put my troops under early rage and take out the dragon while it's not like in the midst of a lot of defense. As you guys can see, there is a shit ton of DPS down here. It's hard to sort of explain what's going on. When the dust settles, I might be able to provide better commentary. But the troops are making a way through a base. The west side is looking very weak. Only 1 golem path down there. And yeah, and hogs on the back end. So hogs targeted on those archer towers while they were distracted. And coming through a base now. Just before putting down the hogs, I thought, oh shit, I'm in trouble. The whole attack's kind of petered out. I mean, you can see there's no full golems left. My king's down, no wizards. Practically, there's a few wizards, but not many. But those hogs just cut right through a base. I was lucky I didn't encounter any spring traps or anything like that. The hogs just kicked ass. Look at him go. And so yeah, it's that attack on a 7T, so kind of like a 4 golem variation of a Brimstone. We call it Otara Go-Ho here at Queen's Gambit. With the 12 hogs on the back end. Really golem heavy, really hog light attack. And wizard heavy as well. I forgot to mention it, about 16 wizards, as I was kind of trying to replicate a Brimstone type thing. Why have I got down attack number 12? 12 is a 2-star. Oh well, I'll do number 13 instead. Number 13. Okay, so what do we got here? We got a lot of hogs, that's what we've got. Oh my god, it is a ton of hogs. Is Eagle gonna just straight out hog? I wonder if he's going to his clan castle. Oh yeah, he must have a golem. He'll be going down for a queen on the southwest, so he'll have 1 golem. But it's been a long time since I've seen a 36 hog attack. That used to be my default before I started watching all these One Hive type videos and the Hulk files as well, and Powerbang Gaming. That's another channel I'm into now. Powerbang's quite good too. I always love watching the live attacks best. Look at this. I quite like this style of CC kill. It's cheaper than putting 2 witches down, and the 2 witches are really unreliable these days. So what he does is he just sprinkles in a few barbs. I mean, he must have sacrificed about 7 or 8 barbs. But that's still cheaper than 24 clan castle space for 2 witches. And you just slowly drip feed the barbs to the dragon, and the dragon focuses on those, and your queen and your wizard sit back and do all the work. So there we go, he did have a golem in the clan castle. Golem is down. Not taking a jump either, which is interesting. Don't really want to get the heroes right into a base, I suppose. I imagine a queen can sit back and snipe enough stuff. But this raid is all about the 36 hogs. Ooh, 2 packs of 36, eh? What's that, 18 each pack? Pathing seems to be quite good. I kind of like separate and distinct packs. I can't see any of the hogs dying either. None have been like sprung off a screen and they've all been kept under heal. He must have really... Oh, saying that there's some goes to spring traps. He must have really planned out his pathing for his attack and his heal spots. Look at that, I mean they're pretty much under heal for 90% of the raid maybe. Just coming out of the heal spells now. Okay, maybe 80% in fairness, and there's a few more springs. It's been a while since I've seen 36 hogs. Oh well, good work, Eagle. That was, yeah, really nicely pathed and good heal spell placement as well. What's up next? Number 18, which I've written down twice. Hold up, I might have to do a cut here and see which attacks I'm actually meant to be showing. Okay, I'm back, guys, and we did sort of like, I mean, I was responsible for divvying up who covers which base in this video, and as a result I've overcomplicated it, so I'm doing number 15, it turns out. Number 15. We covered off a similar one, didn't we? What do we got here? Okay, so you're straight up shattered hog. Wonder what's in the core. You reckon it'll be Teslas or it'll be bomb spots? We'll soon find out, I suppose. Shattered part of attack down, but where's his queen? Oh, his queen came in way later. Golems have been in there for ages. They're taking quite a lot of damage. Oh well, a late king drop I think is always a good idea. Saves them getting in a firing line of dragons and balloons and things like that. Seems to get more and more fashionable to drop your king late, and I think there's good reason for it. So queen is... Was this a stone one? Or was it shattered? I think I saw 3 golems to go down, and there's only 20 hogs left, so maybe it was 3 golems. Sorry guys, I'm not paying attention. Let me know in the comments if you see whether it was stones or if it was shattered. Okay, so we got the 20 hogs down on the south. Looks like he's working on an anti-clockwise pathing around the base. So I should go off to a wizard tower, to a cannon, to the air defense. Got a few split from a main pack, but oh, nice job keeping them all under heal. Hog's just on the edge of the heal spells. Look at him go. Yeah, all pathing together nicely in one pack. He's going to heal his main pack, a couple stray off to get the mortar. A lot of defences for only 20 hogs to take out. I suppose he's got a lot of heal spells. He must have not used any jump or rage in his clan castle kill, which is interesting. And yeah, 20 hogs for all those defences. That's quite a big chunk of a base to take out of 20. I thought I would have petered out by now, to be honest. Maybe it's a sheer amount of heals that he's carrying which is keeping him up. I mean, he's had a few spring traps, but he must have got lucky in avoiding a bulk of him. Yeah, hogs are thinning out, but there's still a lot of him. A lot of him on that last Archer tower. Good spread on cleanup troops as well. I see one of his witches is still up. Everything's sort of cleaning up anti-clockwise. And wham bam, it is over. So I'll just clean up now. Okay, so my next base I've been assigned to is 18. What do we got on 18? What base is it? Oh, it's 15. Yeah, I think I'm doing this right. Stud Muffin Drew, new player. What is he going to do on this one? I'm guessing a Shattered Hog. I reckon he'll have a golem in his clan castle. Gets an easy CC lure, and guys, this is by no means a brilliant base. It's one of those sort of like NT2 star type things, which is starting to look a little bit old school now. With a modern sort of funny looking NT3 star bases, which are all offsets and the town halls near the outside. The sort of base is looking a bit dated. But those poison spell, you can now take out a poison spell, take out loons of a poison spell. I think you can also take out a Valkyrie as well, like check us out, here's a Valkyrie. It takes about 15 seconds he raids, but she's going to go down, I think. She's still a little bit poisoned. I don't know, if he left her in that spell, I've seen Valkyries being taken out by poison, so I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe he put down his golems too early and it rerouted her out of a spell. But then again, it looks like the spell was expiring, so who knows what went on. Golems on a south, heroes on a south, level 11 heroes, that's a relatively low Town Hall 9 attack. Doesn't have a fancy pants level 20 plus heroes like a lot of us do, but that's all good. Just sort of down to a sort of mid Town Hall 9 ends of a battlefield. Yeah, and everything's doing what it should. It hasn't taken a jump, and I reckon it's a good call because those skill walls aren't particularly strong. Baba just bust straight through a skill wall, and his queen would have got it anyway. So how's he going to do his hogging? 2-finger drop, but we're all pathing back together, which is nice. Really patient on a heal. That is great timing on a heal. It's just as a bomb clips him. Yeah, and all pathing together after that 2-finger drop. That was quite well done, actually. Oh, cool, and some back-end hogs on the point defences up there. So he'll keep his hogs sort of pathing through his second layer. I would have dropped 3 on Archer Tower as well. Oh yeah, just as I said it, he does it. But I would have gone a little bit earlier. And, ooh, just got clipped by a bomb, but I didn't see he had that 1 heal spell left. Lucky he did. He must have planned for it as well, seemed to know what he's doing. And yeah, so there's all the hogs converging nicely. A few old school attacks this time. We're not going surgical or doing anything mad like that or queen walks. But then again, we're hitting old school bases, so we're doing what's tried and true and what's been proven to work, I suppose. But beautiful pathing on his attacks. He must have planned it out quite meticulously. And the last one, guys. Lucky last of this ultimate super huge recap. Check us out. We didn't have a good time on the Town Hall 18 of a Battlefield this war, but hell, we got everything else freestyled pretty much for all the Town Hall 9, so what can you do? Anyway, Mr. Mackey. Mr. Mackey. Must be a South Park reference, eh? God, I've watched like every episode of South Park. So that's sort of beside the point. What's he going to do here? A lot of wizards. So, I mean, I sort of carry 8 max in like a go-ho type attack. What do we got here? Got little minions, okay. Minion making a funnel, that's something I do quite often as well. But I reckon a wizard might have just been... Oh, no, wizard would probably be in a range of those cannons, wouldn't it? That's quite clever. He's going to make a wide funnel, Mackie not taking any chances. Cutting it as far down as allowed, which is good. I mean, it's always nice to be wider on your funnel rather than short. Jump spell. I reckon could he have got through with a couple of wall breakers? I don't know, wall breakers are risky. Maybe a jump would be a right thing to do. Jump down now. Troops are rerouting. Baba reroutes them quite a long way. And gonna hit that level 6 queen. Mackie got low heroes. His queen is below level 10. And his king is sort of your town hall 8 level, it's just 10. So yeah, it's going to make his dealing with a clan castle quite hard. Probably why he took his witches as well as his golem. But with his kill squad, he's got good value for it, taking out quarter a base, even though his heroes aren't particularly high. Wizards seem to have done a lot. They might even come in and we're having a go at a town hall anyway. 2-finger drop on hogs. Will they converge? I'm not sure. Looks like they might. Yep, all converge onto that 1 heal. Very nice. How many hogs did he take? It must have been near 30, I think. Okay, they're going to sort of path over to the west, yep. Oh no, main pack's going down south. Mackie, yeah. Good heals by Mackie. He's, they're forward thinking and heal where the hogs will be as opposed to where they have been. So yeah. Oh, look at that. Man, he's got 1,000,000 hogs left. Ooh, we're going to get clipped by a bomb. Nothing he can do about it. Skellies will be annoying too, and Baba. Yeah, lucky he had a lot of hogs left because the bomb combined with Skellies combined with Baba could have finished off a small pack. So what's going to happen here? We're all going to converge on Baba. Yep. Oh, he's still got heaps left though. And in spite of a bomb and in spite of enemy defense targeting onto him. But yeah, nothing from a kill squad left. I suppose that's a good sign, and it suggests you're not carrying too many golems. But it's nice to at least have your queen on cleanup. But when you're dealing with a level 8 queen, it's probably not a luxury you're going to have. She's almost certainly going to go down. So Hog's doing a thing, working away around the base. Come on, piggies. And yeah, he's going to claw that final 8%. Looks like the town hall will be the last building to go down. Oh no, it's a drill. Okay guys, so that's our war recap. I mean, 100 war wins on, and the clan's where I'd like it to be. We carved it out of an old New Zealand clan we're a part of, and that was a good clan, and it's kind of when I started becoming serious about Clash. But what you have is that there's 2 different styles. Like a lot of players in New Zealand just wanted to play socially, and a lot wanted to go hardcore. We had a guy in our clan called Kiwi that would show us all the videos from One Hive and Hulk files and all that sort of stuff, and we got quite enthusiastic about it, particularly after watching him pull off his cool 3-star attacks successfully. And there's no right way to play Clash of Clans, I suppose, is one thing I want to say. Like, you can play it as a social player, or you can play it as a serious war player. So either way, I mean, neither way is wrong. But what doesn't work is when you have social players mixed with serious war players. The serious war players want the social players to do both their attacks and watch the latest One Hive video and try this and do this on a lure and surgical log and all this shit. And the social players say, "Oh, calm the fuck down, you guys are too serious, you're making a game not fun, yada yada yada." And, neither one's wrong, but they don't work together well, which is why we started Queen's Gambit. We carved out the serious players into Queen's Gambit. And when we started a clan, our goal was to win 9 in every 10 wars, which I reckon we've nearly achieved. So we got, 101 wins, 11 losses, so we're nearly at that 9 and 10 ratio. And, on 100th war, just managing to 3-star all the Town Hall 9s, because our aspiration's to be a Town Hall 9 war clan. I mean, you have to include, but you're obviously going to have the Town Hall 10s, because your Town Hall 9's got to go somewhere, and you're going to have a Town Hall 8s as sort of your next generation. So yeah, 3-starring every Town Hall 9 except for 12, sorry, I should have said everyone except for 12. I'm happy with how the clan shaped up. It was a big risk starting our own clan, and seems to be one that's paid off. By no means an easy path for your first 50 or so wars. At best, you can have like 10 to 15 active people, so donations are kind of like thin, and no one really wants to join a clan they've like never heard of. But once you've got a bit of a track record, sort of around the 80 war win mark, and you're winning like 9 in every 10 people, and you're active on things like YouTube or Bindle or whatever, people tend to hear about your clan, and they will, a few good players will come flocking. So we're really thankful to have people who weren't from original New Zealand clan. We got a lot of American guys, got people from all over the world. We had one guy from France, I think, even. And yeah, so it's been really cool. Now up to about 30 to 40 stable players, a few over in our sister clan, Duchess Gambit. But yeah, it's us. It's 101, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for all your support, and I will see you in our next video.